Hello Gran Turismo fans, welcome to another time trial lap time guide by me, Chris, a Panic at the Tesco. In this video, I'm going to show you some easy techniques to get the gold lap time at Laguna Seca driving the Volkswagen Scirocco Group 4 race car. As always, I'll show you a slowed down lap and a full speed lap with commentary. Unfortunately, this week there won't be a side-by-side comparison against a guest driver's lap because we didn't get one in time, and I do want to put the video out on time. If you want to be featured in next week's video, drop me a comment in the comment section below. Onto the challenge. You can see that we need to get a 129.9 for gold, and my best is a 128.4. That means that you don't need to follow everything perfectly. Before I start, please remember that you need to have traction control off, ABS on weak, and all the other assists off. It's really ideal if you can use manual gears, and I do highly recommend learning to use manual gears, but it doesn't matter if you use a pad or a wheel. So let's crack on with the lap. So starting the lap, coming off the final corner, try and carry as much speed down this straight as possible. I'll explain how to do that at the end of the lap. But first of all, we want to cut across this green piece of tarmac here. And now keep your eyes peeled because there's this small piece of tarmac just in front of the number 3 board. You want to be aiming to get your right hand wheels just over the edge of that and then start braking whilst pointing inwards at the corner. You want to now try and run slightly wide through the first apex to position the car nicely to get it hooked into the second apex, because the amount of exit speed that you carry will generate the lap time. As we exit the corner, keep the car pointing to the left and try and get it all the way over to the left-hand side of the track, ideally in a straight line. And you want to be braking where this piece of sand starts. There's also a drain cover that you can use as a reference. So just jump the brakes ever so slightly and get down into third gear. This will help the car turn in. You're aiming to come very close to this sausage curb here, but don't hit it, and short shift into fourth gear as you pass it. Accelerate and get full throttle on the exit of the corner to try and maximize your speed down the straight. Now we're braking ever so slightly at the one board, keeping fourth gear. Try and keep your wheels as far left as you can, and then use the angle of the rumble strip to guide your turn in. Again, you're aiming to come very close to the sausage curb on the inside of the corner. As you can see, I'm gradually getting on the throttle, and then once I'm past the sausage, I get on the full throttle. The next braking point is the 2 marker board, and you want to brake and trail brake and then aim the car for this sausage curb here. Now I've highlighted this piece of concrete. You want to keep the car in tight to this concrete, and as you pass it, that's when you can get on the power and then go up to full power to maximize the amount of speed that you take up the hill, up to the next corner. Keep far to the right as we go up the hill and focus your attention on the 2 board. Just dab the brakes ever so gently and then turn the car in as you pass the 1. You want to get 2 wheels on this rumble strip on the left and then run the car all the way out onto the green tarmac on the right. I'm going to replay that again. So you can see as I'm turning in as I pass the 1, and I'm just going to get 2 wheels on that rumble strip. Don't hit the curb, you'll just bounce over it. And then you want to run the car out and maintain speed up this hill. Keep the car over to the left, but point it to the brow of the apex on the right hand side. You're now going to brake at this painted white line just in front of the 3 board. Brake hard and in a straight line, and then bleed the brake off as you go down the hill. So you can see here that I'm just going to now bleed the brake off and clip the inside, and I'm now on full power all the way down the second part of the hill. Keep the car to the left of the track and then run to the middle of the track, and then you want to be easing off the throttle and just gently trail braking and keeping the car to the inside on this small little splodge in the middle of the track. Now clip the inside curb and let the car run out as far to the outside of the track as you dare. Bring the car over to the left hand side of the track as soon as you can and try and get the wheels parallel to the edge of the track. If you freeze here, you can see that my car is actually pointing to the left into a right hand corner. This means that I'm actually going to miss the apex on the inside because I'm tightening the corner unnecessarily. So we're just going to damp the brakes at the 2 marker board and go down into third gear and sweep the car onto the sausage curb on the inside. You can see that I miss it, and that delays how quickly I can get on the power. Coming out of the corner, you'll have plenty of time to align the car to the right-hand side of the track, and you're braking at the 3 marker board this time. You're about to witness some gearbox trickery here, because what I'm about to do is slam my car all the way down into first gear as I start to turn into the corner to generate more front-end grip. As we turn into the apex in first gear, I immediately shift up into second and then third gear to maximise the amount of traction that I get as I accelerate out of the hairpin. Now I'm using all of the track width on the outside of the track, and it's a nice simple drive across the line. Remember to subscribe and smash that bell icon so that you can get future videos as soon as they're released. And there you have it. Not only is it a gold lap, but it's also a top 1000 lap. Now let's watch the lap from the chase car. So you can see that I was maximising the amount of traction that I've got out of the final corner. We're going to come down the main straight, nice and easy. Keep the car over to the left. We just touch that green bit, and then we're using that piece of tarmac on the outside, taking a late apex, missing the apex of the first corner and cutting back to the apex of the second. And now eyes on this piece of sand on the left hand side of the track, just dab the brakes, short shift into fourth gear through the apex, maximise your speed down this little bit of a straight, and then we're just dabbing the brakes, turning the car in. It all happens very quick, so you have to practice it. So keeping the car to the inside, and I'm just looking for that 2 marker board. I'm braking and turning at the same time. This is all happening in real time on this lap. You can see it's a lot faster when I speed it up. And now as we go under the bridge, my eyes are on the 2 board. I'm just flicking the car across and then running it out wide. Now I'm really focused for what I'm going to do at the corkscrew. I'm just watching as I go over the crest for that marker on the right hand side. I'm just going to flick the car over, accelerate, and I'm full throttle all the way down the hill. I'm just going to then lift and coast, just let the car roll down the hill. And then this is the corner that I kind of screwed up because I was facing the wrong way. So you can see that was a little slow through the apex there. But final corner, gearbox tricks here, down into that first gear, up into second, and then straight down, maximising the amount of traction that we get. And there you go, that's a 128.491, which is 1.3% off the world record. If you've got any questions, feel free to shout out in the comments and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Alternatively, follow the link in the description below to go to the Gran Turismo Facebook community. It's full of really cool people who really love Gran Turismo. They offer great advice and there's some great discussion on the game in there. And finally, be sure to like and subscribe to my videos for future updates, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Good night.